Hi friends, welcome. My name is Michelle, if we don't know each other already. Here with the flow, with the focus today of steadiness. And sometimes we might think about stillness when we think of steadiness. But I wanted to work with steadiness in movement. Yeah, because most of the time in our lives, in our day-to-day life, we're in movement, at least in our minds, if not in our bodies. Yeah. So how can we sort of tune into that place of steadiness where we know that we are supported, where we know that we are connected, even while we're, maybe in a swirl or just caught up in movement. In the tantric philosophy, that steadiness really just comes from remembering. Yeah. Remembering the truth of our interconnection. Yeah. And this steadiness that is that interconnection supports us, right? It not only calls us to take action, to move, but it supports that aligned action and movement. So in the asana practice, we'll sort of focus our awareness on drawing energy toward this sort of center line, a midline of the body, to support any other, swirling, twisting, heart opening kinds of movements. Yeah, we just want to support it with that sense of steadiness and taking aligned action so that it feels supported. Yeah, so that's what we're going to play with today. We start out in a seat. Any seat that feels right to you. I think for me today, I'm going to sit on my shins. I'll just be here for a few moments and then move to a tabletop shape. So sometimes it feels good to me to move from my shins toward a tabletop shape. Attune toward center already, which might just be the path of your breath. And your breath almost clear a channel through your body, through the sort of container of your torso. Let that become a channel, a conduit for energy to move through this place of steadiness. And it might be that there's like a pinpoint place that feels like a place of steadiness for you. If that's not the case, just sort of let it be a question, but also a foregone conclusion, right? Just the fact that there is steadiness, even if we're not sure exactly where it lives. And breathe to fill up the sense of steadiness. Breathe into all sides of your body. And then release that breath. Again, an inhale to fill your body, your being. Let your exhale be steady and calm. And this time, toward the sound of Om, find a breath in. Again, let steadiness fill that sound. So that intention of steadiness kind of reverberates through your body. Stay with it, that sense of steadiness, that reverberation as you press down through your shins or your contact points to the earth to reach both arms tall. Hello, puppy. And as you exhale, twist to the right. So let both hands fall to the right of your right leg. Press down again into the floor, lift your crown. Free this left hand, sort of like you just put on a seatbelt. So it's over here by your hip. And then you're just gonna sort of swing your left arm like you're taking off a hood, like a big dramatic hood, yeah. Up over your head, let your elbows stay bent. And then either stay right here looking over your right shoulder, or start to rotate your rib cage to reach your heart up toward the ceiling. And then with your next exhale, reverse that, let it go. Inhale to reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the left. A breath here, rooting into the earth and reaching your crown tall, both from that place of steadiness, twisting around the steadiness, the center. Then again, your right hand just kind of by your left hip as if you've just put on a seatbelt. And keeping your right elbow bent, sweep your right arm over your head, leaning back a little bit. Maybe you look over your left shoulder, or rotate your rib cage to roll your heart to the sky. Just for the breath. And when you exhale, come back towards center. All the way, bringing your hands to the earth. Find your tabletop shape, however you need to get there. And especially if you've been on your shins that whole time, you might want to stretch a leg or two, or pedal out your feet or shake out your legs, whatever you need. Take a moment here again to feel yourself draw in, but at the same time expand out. Your tail reaches back, your sitting bones are sort of drawing apart as your inner thighs draw together. As your inner arms draw together, your crown reaches forward. So you've got that hugging in and expanding out at the same time. Find a full breath in, into this space, into this shape, and then clear it out. Use that same full breath in to lift your tail, lift the back of your skull toward a cow spine. Use your whole exhale to round your spine. Again, just like that, use your whole inhale toward a cow spine. Your whole exhale to round. As you come back through neutral, give your weight to your right hand and begin to open your left arm toward the ceiling-ish. Yeah, it doesn't have to go all the way up, but give it a breath. And then when you exhale, thread your left arm along your rib cage and out to the right. And then just stay there for an inhale. Little softness in your right elbow. Lengthen your spine, almost like a cow spine even. And then stay in the twist, but press through your right hand around your spine, cat spine. Inhale, extend, maybe lift your tail, lift the back of your crown. Exhale, round. Back through neutral, replace your left hand on the earth. Inhale your right arm to the sky, could just be your right elbow or your right fingers reach up, and then thread your right arm underneath and out to the left. Little bend in your left elbow. Draw your left shoulder away from your ear, breath in. Exhale, press into your left hand, lift your belly, round your spine in the twist. Inhale, extend, and lift your tail, lift the back of your skull, a little bit your left ear. And then round. Inhale back through neutral, right hand to the earth. Tuck your toes and lift back toward downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hug in towards center and lengthen your spine, breath in. Exhale, soften your knees, draw back a little more through your hips, press into your hands with your inhale. As you exhale, lift through your hips, wave forward toward plank.
That hug in towards center helps support you. Inhale, lengthen here. Then again, bend your knees to hover, draw your hips back toward downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, lift and wave forward to plank, to the bottom of your breath, lengthen. Inhale, bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, lift and wave forward. Inhale, drop back. Lift your hips, draw your right knee toward your nose and step forward. Back knee down. Adjust your feet, your stance as you need to. Let your hips stay low. Reach your right fingertips forward and then up toward the ceiling and then back behind you. Making a lot of space in the shoulder girdle. Again, reach forward and up. This time, as you reach your hand back, reach your hips back too. Straighten your right leg any amount. We'll make that circle one more time. Lunge forward, reach forward and up. Rotate your heart. Reach back, draw your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana with a twist. Inhale, lunge forward, reach both arms forward and up. Then interlace your fingers, press your palms or your hands down into your right thigh as you sort of sink your hips down. And then press down and lift up through your crown. So you're sort of, it's almost like feeling traction pulled in two directions. Press up and back with the breath. And then as you exhale, come back to earth, release your fingertips. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and pour your weight forward to step forward, fold. Next, inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Press so your feet rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching up and out. Exhale, draw hands down to heart center this first time. Press your feet down into the earth. Lift your crown up into the sky. At the same time, press your palms into one another. Hug your inner thighs toward one another. Knit your abdominals toward one another. There's all this drawing in to expand out. Keep that as you press into the earth. Reach your fingers tall. Exhale, pour forward. Keep the strength in your legs and in your belly. Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, reach tall. All the way forward again, Uttanasana. Shift your weight to the right, push through your right foot, step your left toes back. The back knee is lifted, but the same feeling. Reach your right arm forward and up, and then back. Straighten your right leg any amount, a little or a lot. Inhale, lunge forward, right arm forward and up. The back leg gets really strong as you straighten your right leg a little or a lot. Inhale, reach both arms forward and up, Anjaneyasana. Interlace your hands. This time, bring your hands behind your head. Hug into your legs, up through your crown, and then lean back any amount, just letting your head rest in your hands. Press your hands into the back of your head. Inhale, release, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Soften your knees, inhale. Exhale, wave forward to plank. Inhale there. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes, press through your feet. Lift through your belly, that's that steadiness, right? Strength first. Then lengthen your spine forward from there. Elbows and shoulders drop back. Soften it back down. Twice with breath. Hug in and down. Lift your belly, lengthen. Exhale, soften down. Again, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Hug in and lengthen. Stay lifted, but press down into the earth to come back through a tabletop shape. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Soften your knees. Press so your hands drop back. Exhale, wave forward through plank. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, lift your hips, left knee toward your nose, step forward, back knee down. Reach your left fingers forward and up toward the ceiling. Rotate your rib cage. As your left fingers reach back, reach your hips back, extend your left leg. Lunge forward, left fingers forward and up. Rotate, draw your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, the half split. Inhale, both hands this time. Press to your left foot, reach forward and up. Interlace your fingers. Bring them over your left thigh. Sink low. And then hug into your legs, down to your hands, up through the heart space, and back any amount. Just a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, hands down to the earth, tuck your toes behind you, lift your hips, pour your weight forward to step Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Already hugging through your legs, exhale, fold. Press to your feet, inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, pour forward, fold, hug in. To extend out. Shift your weight left. Right toes reach to the back of the mat. Reach your left arm forward and up. Rotate your heart. Back leg strong as you straighten the left leg any amount. Circle your hand back down and forward and up and back. Extending your left leg any amount. Inhale forward, both arms forward and up. Again, that back leg is strong. Interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows wide, hug into your legs and up. Leaning it back, Anjaneyasana. Breath in. Breath out, release down to the earth. Downward facing dog, step back. Breath in. Breath out. Hugging in, soften your knees, inhale. Exhale, wave forward. Stay there, inhale. Exhale all the way down to the earth. Again, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Press down to lift forward. Soften, exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. You choose plank or tabletop. Press the earth away. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Always like to just take a breath here before we move on. Soften your knees, drop back. Wave it forward toward plank, hug in. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, right knee to your nose, step forward. Stay rooted. Back leg is strong. Inhale, reach forward and up. One time, extend your right leg, reach back and down. Reach forward and up, pause here. Hug in through your legs, down through your right foot to take the weight out of your left hand. Yes, you'll stand up toward a revolved lunge, Parivrita Anjaneyasana. In and down through your legs, up and out through the top half. Yeah. Hug in, expand out. Both arms reach forward, bring your weight forward to step, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Stay long, bend your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Press through your feet, reach through your fingers. Stay in your chair, but sweep your arms back, belly strong. Press into the earth to stand, reach taller, Hastasana. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees. Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Keep brushing the plant. Hello. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Different this time. Inhale to lengthen. Bend your knees. Sit low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Press to your left foot, right knee to your chest. Draw in and up. Sweep your right arm back to twist. Now bring your left palm to your right thigh and press them into each other. So you're just finding the strength, the steadiness, and you can either keep that, or reach forward, but keep the strength. One more breath in, expand. Stay open across your chest and your arms. Press your right heel back toward warrior two. Land to the earth, settle. Again, you're hugging in and down to lift up and out. Full body breath in, breath out. Stay rooted into your lunge. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, lift up and forward, Parsvakonasana, side angle. Stay a moment to, again, press through both feet. Take the weight out of this left arm that's on your leg. In a moment, going to reach both arms forward and lift the back heel. So we're kind of going to pivot back to our lunge. So from here, press through both feet. Take the weight out of your left arm. Begin to give the weight to your toes. Turn yourself to the front of the mat. Reach both arms forward. Lift your back heel. Sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise both arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Your choice to bring your hands behind your head once again, or just cactus your elbows wide. In any case, hug in through your legs, up long through your spine. Find the support for this heart opening. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Soften your knees, draw back, inhale. Exhale, lift, wave forward toward plank. Stay with your inhale. Lower all the way to the earth or halfway, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Find your way through plank or table, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Let it go. Soften your knees, draw back. Exhale to wave forward plank. Lengthen and then draw back, inhale. Lift your hips, left knee toward your nose, step forward, soft as you can. Left arm reaches forward and up. One time, extend your left leg, back leg strong. Inhale, reach forward and up. Pause here, hug in. Press down through your left foot to take the weight out of your right hand. Then rise, Parivrita Anjaneyasana. It's a turning of the heart to the left. Press down through your left foot, even through your left thigh bone. Roots down, up through the crown, out through your fingertips. Both hands sweep forward. Your weight comes forward to step, you guessed it, forward. Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine, press through your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Stay long, bend your knees, hips sink low. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms back. All the way to stand, press through the earth, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Stay long, bend your knees. Utkatasana. Sweep your arms back. All the way to stand, press down to rise. Keep the hug toward the center, pour forward, Uttanasana. Different this time, inhale to lengthen. Stay long, hips low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Weight to the right, your left knee comes toward your chest. Left arm swims back to twist. Right palm to your left thigh, press them into each other. Hug toward center. Stay there with your hand or keep the strength, but release your hand forward. Keep the twist or keep this shape in your arms. Press your left heel back toward warrior two. Toes land settle. Hug in and down to expand out. So that any movement we do here is supported by this steadiness, this shape. Stays strong. Both legs are strong as you lift your heart, lift your right arm up and back, supported. Lift up and forward, Parsva Konasana. Rolling your heart to the sky. Press through both feet, lengthen. Again, we're gonna shift, sort of pivot to the front of the mat. So hug in, press through both feet, take the weight out of this right arm. Maybe all in one movement. Both arms reach forward, release your back heel, reach long. Stay long, sweep your arms back, legs still strong. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Again, your choice, interlace your hands behind your head or just free your elbows wide. Either way, hug in through your shoulders, up and out through the center. Breath in. Breath out, get longer. Reach up and forward, hands to the earth. Step it back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Breath out. Soften knees, draw back, breath in. Exhale, wave forward. Stay with your inhale, hugging in to lengthen out. Keep the hug in all the way down to the earth. This time together, you start from the earth, hug in, press down through your feet. Lift through your belly, inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana, heart forward. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, lift through your belly, Cobra pose. Stay here, or maybe hover your hands, your feet off the earth, Shalabhasana. But keep your chin tucked down so that the back of your neck stays long. Breath in. Stay here or reach your arms back. Keep hugged in through your legs. Lift the back of your heart, the back of your skull. Breathing. Next, exhale, both hands down to earth. Press back through that tabletop shape. Hug in to lift up. Bring your hips back to your heels. Pause here. Could be a child's pose or a tall seat on your shins. Just take a moment to tune in again. Tune toward breath, toward that place or sense of steadiness. Breathe into it, fill it up. Find ease with your exhale. Once more, breath in. Breath out. If you're in a child's pose, walk your hands back in to sit on your shins. We're moving slowly in the direction of camel pose, Ustrasana, but a few things to talk about first. We're gonna keep moving or come back to this sort of removing a hood action in a second. But I just wanna talk briefly about whether we're twisted or just coming up into our camel pose, just like we did just now in that lunge, in the Anjaneyasana. If you're in the lunge and your hands are behind your head, you're sort of drawing up and back. So you're not just leaning back your head into your hands, right? There's this lengthening of the back of your neck. And you want that in the camel pose too, because if you just drop your head back, you won't be able to breathe, right? You can kind of hear it in my voice that it gets like totally cut off. So what we're gonna do instead is, first of all, keep that hugging in and up to lengthen the back of the neck, but keep it up as long as you can. Keep the neck long for as long as you can. So that even if you're gonna drop your head back, instead of lifting your chin up to go back, draw your chin back down toward your chest, pull your ears back, kind of give yourself a double or a triple chin, and then roll your head back. And you can hear just in my voice, I'm clearer, right? I can breathe in that shape. Okay. So we're gonna play with that for a minute. Firstly, sitting on your shins. Once again, press down into the earth, then reach up through your fingertips. Turn yourself over to the right. Twist yourself to the right, I should say. Kind of roll your right shoulder back so that it's not hiked up. From here then, releasing this left hand toward your right hip. You can keep your right hand on the floor, on your right heel, or you can bring a block also. Here's my block. You can bring a block also next to your hip and put your right hand on it. I'm going to demo that just so you can see what that looks like. So this left hand is coming across, the right hand is steady. Press down, lift up through your left ribs to roll yourself open. And then you can, if you want, turn your heart toward the ceiling, keep drawing your right shoulder back. And then come back through center. Yeah. And then we'll do that again, left hand over toward the right hip. This time, if you like, you can lift your hips. Again, the right hand can be on a block as you sort of remove the hood with your left arm. Stay here, twisted, or roll your heart toward the ceiling. You have to rotate back. Yeah, and then bring it back down. Cool. So then we'll try that to the other side. So if you're using a block, you don't have to turn yourself around. I'm just doing that so you can see. If you're using a block, bring it over to the left side by your left hip. First, release the block. Press both shins into the earth. Reach out your fingers tall. And then rotate your heart, twist to the left. Sort of roll your left shoulder back. You're drawing your left ribs back, your right ribs forward. From here, left hand to the earth, to your heel, or to the block. Release your right hand by your hip. Reach, this right elbow stays bent, reach it up over your head. Stay here, reaching long, draw your left shoulder back. Or rotate your heart toward the ceiling. Imagine you could lay back into something. And then bring it back around and down. Same thing, or option to lift your hips. Reaching your right hand over toward your left hip. Press down through your shins. Lift up, maybe. Reaching your right arm overhead. You could stay here, twisted. Or rotate your heart to the ceiling. Keep both shoulders back. Keep the back of your neck long. And then bring it back around to the earth. Whew. Yeah. Hug in through your legs, press down through your shins to rise up. Yeah, to stand on your shins. Hug in and down. Draw your tail down, but not under. Yeah. Lift navel to spine. So all of that is just finding the steadiness. This hug in and down that's going to support us going up and back. So first we'll try just hands onto your sacrum. Your hands could be straight up or out to the side a little bit. If it's too much on your wrist to go straight up, mine like to go off to the side. Don't shove forward, just root down. Keep the hug in through your legs, that's part of the secret. And in and up through your belly, up through your sternum, through the heart space. And as we talked about just a moment ago, draw your chin back along your chest. Draw your ears back. Then maybe open your throat. Take a breath in. Stay hugged through your legs, in and down. Breath out here. Hug in through the legs. Draw back up. And then down. Yeah, take a moment. Wiggle things around. Shake out your wrists, whatever you need to do. You take one more attempt, right, at this camel pose, because usually the second one feels better. But again, hug in and down, and then rise up. So option to, again, be fully supported, hands on your sacrum, or if you want to play a little bit, we'll again have the option to interlace your hands behind your head, elbows wide, so that your hands are drawing up and back, supporting your head. Or you can draw your elbows wide, kind of hug your arm bones toward each other, make a little shelf for your heart. Yeah? Or again, hands on your sacrum is the option. In any case, find that sort of starting position. Press down through your shins, hug in through your legs and up through your sternum to begin to lean back, drawing your chin down and back along your chest. Find a breath in, hug in and down. To open up as you exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhale back down to the earth, hips to heels. Breath in, fill up. Feel that steadiness as you exhale. You're connected to the earth. You're interconnected and supported here. From here, let your hips fall to the left. So you're falling onto your left hip. Let your right hip be heavy though, toward the floor. Press down into the floor, reach your fingertips tall. Rotate your rib cage left, let your hands fall to the left. Just one more twist here. Roll your left shoulder back and open. We're softening into the twist, not forcing into the twist. Next, inhale, come back through center. Root down through your legs and your center. Reach up through your fingers. Twist over to the right, just for an exhale, just a little like counter twist. Then unwind both hands to the earth, come forward. Walk your knees to the left. Settle your hips to the right. Sit up tall again. The weight is in your right hip, but let your left hip get heavy toward the floor. Reach tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Rotate from the center. Ease into the twist. One more exhale here. Next, inhale, reach tall. Twist to the right. Again, just a gentle counter twist. And this time, release both hands behind you so you can bring your feet in front of you. If you know you want to end your practice in a seated meditation, then you'll want to stay seated now, probably. Otherwise, begin to roll down onto your back. Drawing your knees in toward center. And if you're seated, you could still draw your knees in, or you can just fold down over your legs. Either way, find length again at the back of your neck. So if there's a little movement here, or if you're hugging in, whatever's going on with your legs, draw your chin down toward your chest so that the back of your neck gets long. Then you can either hug your knees in here, or find a happy baby shape, bringing your heels up toward the ceiling. You can hold on to your ankles or your shins or your feet. You can also just send both legs up onto the wall right now, like whatever last shape, last symmetrical shape that you want to find before stillness. Find any other movements or stretches or support or blankets or anything that you need before you move toward stillness. And that could be a seat, that could be Shavasana, all the way stretched out on the earth, or any other supported shape.
Often these last moments of our asana practice are that reminder, right? When we can settle into this state of yoga, of connection, awareness that we are connected, that we are whole, that we are supported and divine and free. We're settling this reminder into our bones, into our breath. Know that you are supported here. Stay here as long as you can, as long as you're able. Let this reminder that you are interconnected, supported, whole, divine, and free. Let that travel with you, support you in aligned action. Support you in living this practice off the mat, the way that you move in the world. Let it be as steady and intentional as the way that you move here. To close this time together, I'll offer the sound of Om once more. You're free to join if you would like, of course, or just let the sound move through. This is a sound that connects us to through the lineage of this practice. From India and Africa, through our teachers and their teachers. It connects us together, amplifies what is between us in this moment. Connects us also to where we go next as we carry this practice forward. If you're joining me, find a breath in, a steady breath out, and toward Om, a breath in. It's from this place where we're connected, where we're the same. Bow to you. With love and gratitude as always. Share with me your experience, your questions, your requests down below. Hope to see you again soon. In the meantime, be well.